clearing the space here. And if you hear some jingle bells, my kitties are in the process of playing with one of their toys, so hopefully that doesn't distract you too much. But can you stay laser focused, right? Can you continue to focus on what you are doing, even if there's noise and distractions in the external? Leaning into our spiritual practices, right? I feel like that is a theme. Yes, this message, but also the energy in general moving forward, right? So yes, typically I don't go live on Mondays. Although I have been meaning to switch up, for the last several months, my live day has been on Friday, and I've been meaning to switch that. Just wasn't quite sure how to go about that or when to switch it. And the universe has kind of been helping me do that. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I did it because I needed to get groceries on Friday. Last week, I did the same on a Thursday because it worked so well the week before. I don't remember the last time I went live on a Monday, if I ever have. So follow those nudges. Not needing to know where it's going to lead, right? Releasing outcomes, expectations, just following our joy, following the pulse. So maybe someone here, one of y'all needed a message and you called me in because on an energetic level, we are all connected, right? On that, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when I go live. And then also that's a way for you to contribute your energy, give me energetic permission, if you will, to tap into your energy. Then you're more likely to receive a personal message out of this because you are joined with our collective wave here. If you would like some personal guidance, want to dive deeper, want to hop on a live with me, or you would like a written reading, I can send you that by email, by text. I've done WhatsApp messaging, just depends on what country you're in and what platform we are connecting on. But yes, drop a comment if you would like some personal guidance and I will reach out. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, with or without the cards, right? Sometimes people work with me just for a one and done session, just for an activation, right? Just to dive deep to see where you need to go next, etc. You could also purchase the video series I created, and then you have access to all of those videos, all of those tools. It's mindset, it's meditation, it's movement, it's all the things I have used to heal myself over the last 5 years. So if you would like that, I don't even like to call it a course because it's not work. I mean, yes, it's inner work, but that commitment to ourselves, that's what we are here for, right? You do the work on yourself and it bleeds out, the ripple effect, right? It affects every other area of your life. So we're going to call it like a mini series, a video series. But yes, if you're interested in that, drop a comment below. And if you would like to start your wellness journey and you're interested in the app I use. But yes, I'm going to channel a message here in a bit for our Patreon community, our private soul tribe. We have a new moon in Pisces coming up here mid to end of the week. So I want to get, and this is the last new moon or full moon, both, the last of a moon cycle. I mean, every day the moon is doing something, shifting and affecting us, right? But as far as a full moon and a new moon, this is the last one before the eclipse cycle begins. We're already feeling those energies. If you are extra energy sensitive and you are tuned in, we've been feeling those coming. And it's the beginning of the astrological new year as well. And so this Pisces is the most magical, mystical sign. And yes, magic. I'm calling it the magic moon, but it's super prominent, potent. I'm not sure. I will probably just want to do my own thing this weekend anyway, and have a little longer weekend with those new moon vibes. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is I'm not sure if I will hop on again later this week, or if this will be my weekly live, or if I'm going to start doing more than weekly, just not sure. Again, I just cannot do things out of obligation. The second I try and come up with a plan or a structure, of course, there is a container, right? I do the things, my spiritual practices, my tools, but as far as the schedule, things having to be done at a certain time in a certain way, that's just not how I roll. I was in my wounded hyper masculine energies for the majority of my life for safety purposes. It's taken a ton of work to heal the shit to be able to be in my divine feminine. So I love to be in my divine feminine, and I try and structure my life in a way that I can be in my divine feminine as much as possible. Let's just tap into the energies here. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. So we'll just kind of see where this message leads, and I'm hoping this will give me a vibe. Yes, Pisces new moon message for that Patreon message, but we'll see where else it's going to go. So I have my notes here in case something comes through. So if something resonates for you here and you want to dive deeper, know that you can join our private soul tribe subscribe membership there, and you join. Whenever you join, you get access to the videos that were, or whatever content was posted that day, but then all of the previous content as well. I've been posting in there for almost 3 years. There's almost 1,000 posts in there. Even if you find me and you're just starting your journey, you could join and be busy for months and months on your own inner work, just with the content that's already in there here. So yeah, we have envy, caring connections, and angel of strength here. Releasing the envy, the comparison, the competition, right? We are understanding that we are all here. It's not a competition, for no one has your assignment. No one has received the guidance you have received, right? And no one can take what is meant for you, just like you can't take what is mine. I can't take what is yours. There are souls only you can activate, just like there are souls, me showing up, that only I can activate by me showing up. So don't, you know, I've heard people say like, oh, it's oversaturated, or there's too many people doing that thing, but no one is doing it in the unique way that you are. And so there is room for you. And when we release that competition, that struggle, that sacrifice, that, yeah, that urgency, right? Then we put down those survival drivers and we are in this position to thrive. Alignment, right? I just wrote this in my notes. This are my journaling notes, whatever. I free write. I have notebooks and notebooks galore going, but only go as fast as you can stay aligned came through for me. And I was like, how could I have forgotten that? That came through probably last year for me, and it was really a focus. But I suppose it's coming through again now because the energies are amplifying, right? We just had Mars retrograde for 3 months, and that's the planet of action. Is things moving along in the physical drive, divine masculine energy. And so if things have felt stalled, it was retrograde in Cancer for the majority of that, maybe that whole time. So taking a look at our feelings, right? Now that Mars was retrograde for those 3 months, now that it's forward moving again, right? Direct, we can take that wisdom we obtained in those last 3 months and integrate it, embody it. We know what we're no longer willing to tolerate. We were able to witness how we give our power away, right? Like power, action, force, all of that is Mars. And Mars does not like being in Cancer because Mars likes to push forward, right? Mars is not about emotions. And so if it was uncomfortable for you for the last few months, know that the fog should begin to lift, of course, depending on the work you have done, right? But yes, over the next week or two, expect to gain some clarity. You know, it's not instantly going to move overnight, but it will gradually, things will come into focus for us. And then eclipse season here too is all about faded energies. Just kind of become the observer, let things play out, rest, replenishment. If you feel that urgency and you have a hard time sitting still, that is not an indication to push forward. It is an indication to go inward. Like, why can't I sit still? What do I believe will happen if I don't, right? Do I believe I'm unsafe? Do I, you know, dive into that, do some inner child journaling prompts. Again, those are things we can work on. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I have dived deep into the inner child healing, the mother wounds. But this is, once we release that envy and that competition energy, we can collaborate here with our soul tribe, with caring connections, authentic connections, people that vibrate us because we are sharing authentically, right? So we draw in our soul tribe. And angel of strength, you have the strength to put down what feels heavy, put down maybe what was never yours to carry. I'm looking for my box. What's the rest of these cards? Door to value. Yeah. So only things, say yes to things that are filled with the sacredness, romance, romance your life, right? Make your life a moving prayer. Make it all magical, mystical. And so anything that doesn't add value, release it. Knowing we don't have to cling to things tightly. Everything that we release, space, right? We make space. Unclench your fist. It will be filled again. Let's tap in with the Wild Rose deck here. Yeah. Focusing on the value, reciprocity. I'm going to write this down here so I know what I'm diving into for the Patreon message. And then maybe we'll tap in with the moon deck since I was speaking on that Pisces new moon. We won't dive too deep into it because, like I said, that's what we're going to do here on Patreon. But yeah, the bud, potential promise. It's about to happen. Keep going and stop the endless search, inner quest. Yes, only go as fast as we can stay aligned, right? If you're feeling some type of way, angst, anger, sadness, or whatever, all of those are indications. Don't ignore, don't numb the emotions, right? Our emotions, our emotional guidance system, our clues, indicators, wisdom within us, right? Tap into that. Yes, this is the Holy Grail, the inner quest. The more you heal, the more your energy is beneficial to all here. Yes. Temple of the Rose, ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes. Like I said, those activation codes that only you hold within you, right? We all have this power within us. It may be laying dormant, but it doesn't mean you can't activate and awaken it with the energy work, right? The healing work and the sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. Yeah, that's beautiful with Pisces here too. And this is a repeat. This came through for us last week. It's funny, as I was preparing my space to do these messages, I felt the nudge and I was like, really? Because I got rest, replenishment, this morning when I was reflecting, and I was like, I'm going to take some extra time this week to review previous journals, and that is still my plan. I guess going live on all the things today will allow me more space end of the week with that new moon. But that's one of my favorite things about journaling. I can go back and reflect, review, learn from myself, learn from previous versions of myself. Sometimes when I'm feeling down, defeated, deflated, right? Like I haven't made enough progress, because we can all get down on ourselves, right? We're all human. I am far from perfect, but it's nice to go back and read our previous journals. I just saw 1144. I thought I did. It was actually 1141, but it's weird. So maybe 1144 is significant for you. But yes, I can go back and take a look at where I came from and remind myself, oh, I have indeed made some progress. Oh, I got the deck upside down here. So maybe that's a sign too. Maybe, yeah, I had the deck upside down, which put 8 of Swords in reverse, which is unstucking ourselves. If I had it the right way, it would have been 8 of Swords upright. So yeah, we are unstucking ourselves. We are done with those cycles of self-abandonment. Yeah. And 10 of Cups here. This is this door to value. This is this happy life, happy family, all the things. We come from this place of inner contentment, right? Come from this 10 of Cups energy. And we're learning balance in this place of emotional fulfillment. God damn it. My kittens have discovered today, just this morning, I went to my daughter's room. She hasn't lived here for almost 2 years. I still call it her room. It is her room forever. Anyways, I went in there to snag a candle and they saw me go in there. Otherwise, they don't even really know about the room. There's like no rooms in this house they aren't allowed in. And she should probably come home and clean her room. I've been trying to tell her that for like 1.5 years, but there's probably some shit under her bed. Just don't want them in there because it's harder to find them. There's more crevices, but I just heard them go in there. Deep breaths. I'm just going to let it happen. We only have control over so much, right? Yes, Page of Pentacles. This squirrel, where was I at now? Yeah, this balance. This inner balance coming from this place of fulfillment. And this is creation energy. Page of Pentacles is grounding or pulling down what we have been envisioning, right? And like making it materialized. I love that because I just finished watching a video on creation energy and creation, manifestation, using creation energy, right? And often people say manifestation doesn't work because they are doing the vision boards, the affirmations, saying the things, but only their mind, only their brain is in it. And our brain, while it does serve a purpose, it is very limited in capability compared to our root chakra, our sacral, where our sensual, our sexual energy is, right? Our heart is super powerful compared to the mind. And so using creation energy to manifest means you have your mind and your heart and your guts, or your what am I trying to say? Your wisdom center, your gut and your second brain, which is your gut. And so yes, to be aligned, right? Heart, mind, guts. That is when those are all in accordance, right? In alignment, that is when we are the Empress here. That is when you are aligned, and that is when you can trust that what you are. We are here as creators, right? We are meant to co-create with the Creator and actualize, materialize our desires in the physical here. But it's just a matter of getting the mechanics of it right here Yeah, Four of Wands, celebration energy, because we understand how this works now, right? We are more powerful than we have been led to believe. That shouldn't intimidate you. That should excite you, liberate you, right? Let's see. Let's pull a chakra card for us here. I'm going to dive deeper into that because it goes with the book I'm reading. I finished my Conversations with God, book 3, for the second time this weekend, and I started this Happier Than God, and I'm already halfway. This is a really quick read. I suggest this for everyone, but yeah, on the creation energy, and then I watched that video, that YouTube video today as well. So we're going to dive a little deeper into that creation energy and a Pisces new moon message. Speaking of that, let's get one moon card for us here. Truth. Yeah. The moon of truth. Again, also this Pisces new moon is super significant. Again, I haven't said this yet, but Pisces new moon also, North Node is in Pisces, which means this is where we are going, our Dharma timeline. And so even more potent, powerful. Pisces is where we are going, right? And South Node is in Virgo. That is what we are letting go of. And that is perfectionism, self-criticism, rigidity, etc. Yes. Visualization, imagination, focus, experience, manifestation, like I just said, y'all. I mean, you can't make this up. So crown chakra meditation here for y'all. And yeah, manifestation. Maybe find yourself a video on creation energy. Perhaps join us in Patreon if this is interesting you and you would like to hear more. I'll leave us with one affirmation here. And I'm wishing you all a beautiful week. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know, namaste, friend, what you are. And thank you for being here. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the love. I try and not look at them too much because then squirrel, right? As you can see, I get easily distracted. Try and stay focused, but I do appreciate you being here. I love this live chat feature. Yeah, I just love how we can connect and chat about what we're feeling in these energies, right? Yeah, my heart space is abundant and flowing. Beautiful. You could also do a guided heart center guided meditation. I love the 10-minute guided meditations on YouTube. So yes. I'm going to go take a peek, see what's up with my kittens here. And then I'm going to go record for Patreon. I'm sending so much love. My Instagram is Emily S. Swanson. I can drop that below here for you too. But yes, feel free to follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook. We have a healing group there. But yes, anyways. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, I'm sending so much love. Remember how powerful you are. Remember you are loved, supported,